Want to know how much I make as an Airbnb host? Well, hit the subscribe button, keep watching, and I'll tell you. Hey everyone, my name is Jorge Contreras, and having an Airbnb business has allowed me to create financial freedom and to spend quality time with my family, which is what I always wanted to do. I want to know, are you married, single, do you have kids? Please let me know in the comments down below. You know, people always want to know how much others make from starting an Airbnb business. It could be very inspiring and very motivating. So in this video, we're gonna break down and analyze how much you can actually make from starting Airbnbs without owning property. We're also going to evaluate rental properties to see what your potential return on investment is. So let's do an actual breakdown on a potential sublease. And again, for anybody that doesn't know, subleasing is where you rent property, get permission in writing, and then launch it as a short-term rental. And yes, it's 100% legal. So let's look at this example right here. Imagine you're renting a property for $2,000 a month. And let's assume that your cleaning fees are $600 a month and your utilities are $400 a month. That means that your total expenses on the monthly basis would be $3,000 a month. Now let's say that with this property, you were able to charge $250 a night. And let's assume that all you did was get 20 nights booked out of the month. Well, $250 a night times 20 nights is $5,000. Now you might be wondering, Jorge, well, how are you determining how much you charge? Well, I will break that down in another video, but let's say you're hosting 6 or 8 people, and at a hotel, they were gonna be paying maybe $600 or $800. So $250 a night is actually a pretty good deal. They can have a better experience at a fraction of the cost. The other thing you might be wondering is, Jorge, well, why only 20 nights? Why not 25 or 30? Well, I always want to be able to double whatever I'm going to be paying in rent. And if I can double that number in 20 nights, then getting 25 or 30 nights booked will be a cherry on top. But again, if I can double what I'm paying in rent in only 20 nights, I am setting myself up to win massively. So to recap, $250 a night times 20 nights out of the month is $5,000, and that's only with 66% occupancy. That means if you had every day booked, you could generate over $7,500 a month. But for this example, let's keep it at $5,000. So let's recap. You got a $5,000 revenue, $3,000 in total expenses, and $2,000 a month of positive cash flow. That is your profit after all expenses. In a year, that is $24,000 a year. Now this is super powerful because you didn't have to buy the property, which means no down payments and no closing costs. And for most people, having 2 to 3 of these can actually replace their 9-to-5 and help them create financial freedom. This is why the subleasing model is an amazing strategy to start your Airbnb business with. Now let's talk about how to select properties based on return on investment. Well, there are a couple softwares out there like AirDNA, Mashvisor, and many others. And what we want to do is we want to look at the existing performance of Airbnbs in that area. So let's assume this right here is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom property. I would want to see how other Airbnbs who are also apartments, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, similar amenities, similar location are already performing and how they perform in the last 12 months. And if I notice that there were 2 or 3 other properties already making about $5,000 a month with a 66% occupancy, and then I found a similar property, also a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in the same area, similar amenities, and I could rent that property for $2,000 a month, then that would be a no-brainer. This is how we determine the potential return on investment from Airbnbs in any location. By the way, if you're enjoying the content and if you like the breakdown, make sure you hit the like button. Now, another thing that you might be asking is, Jorge, what about repairs? Well, here's the thing. Whenever you stay at a hotel, they're gonna have your credit card on file. And if you create any type of damages or anything that requires repairs, guess what? The hotel is going to charge your credit card. Airbnb is no different. We can actually access the guest credit cards up until 14 days after they check out. So if we can prove that they created anything that required a repair, we can actually charge them for it so that it doesn't fall on us. On top of that, Airbnb has a $1 million host guarantee policy that can cover you in scenarios like this. So now my question to you is, how many of these do you need to be able to fire your boss? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I want you to maximize your return on investment. And if you want to learn more, I created a free ebook in the description down below. Click the link and download the free ebook. Be sure to watch this video on how to get started with Airbnb in 3 easy steps. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can have all the information needed to have success with Airbnb.